Hi, Pearly. Hi. They will take you down. Coming around the junction.
Indicator and see me. You never stop? Excuse me.
If you don't tell me how can I carry this, we're going to 5 bills credit. No. The man fall up a car to blood clot is indescribably, the man. And believe the driver come out alive. Driver come out alive.
Welcome to True Jamaica Buzz, news and entertainment with a buzz. This one is called Badman, Gunman, Robber / Chichiman. I am speaking about an incident that took place in New Kingston a couple of days ago, where it is said, well not said, confirmed, that a man robbed a man at gunpoint, took his cell phone, iPhone to be specific, and then took his dignity, jump over him fence or touch him up. I am going to let those professional news media journalists explain everything in intricate details. Then I am going to give my piece. Take a listen, take a look.
The police have arrested and charged a man who robbed and sexually assaulted another at gunpoint in New Kingston on May 22. He is a 33-year-old Adishane Delano Lindo, otherwise called Shane, of Church Street in Kingston. He is facing charges of possession of a prohibited weapon and unauthorized possession of ammunition. It's reported that on May 22, Mr. Lindo went into the New Kingston area armed with a handgun, where he held a man at gunpoint and robbed him of an iPhone and earpod. It is alleged that Mr. Lindo also committed an act of buggery without the man's consent. A formal report was made at the New Kingston police station, and a police team executed an operation at Mr. Lindo's apartment on Thursday, May 28. Mr. Lindo reportedly tried to evade the police by tucking himself beneath a bed. He was reportedly armed with a Glock 17 9mm pistol containing 1 round of ammunition. Mr. Lindo was also in possession of an iPhone and an earpod said to be the property of the complainant.
Now, people, when we hear stuff like this, bad enough, somebody's out here committing crime, robbery in this case. Rob the man at gunpoint for a cell phone, iPhone. Then after him rob him decides say him want some brata. Well, not literally brata. Him want some extras. Meaning that he want to pleasure himself. Don't know if him touch him, flip him over, jump on him, jack him up. Don't know the specifics. The police report did not state. Just don't get the connection, because the truth and the fact is that if you're going to rob a man, and I am not saying that it is justified, I figure you're going to rob the man. If you decide, say you're thirsty and you have some sort of fishy tendency and you want some man, and you're going to take it by brute force. But whenever you do one and then do the next, I guess he decided that he wanted to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So the police did their investigation after this man filed a formal report. They found the thief. The robber was actually hiding under his bed. They found him with the phone. Them find him with the tool. Them find him with the ammunition. I guess this man was saying that if they moved that swiftly, why couldn't they have avoided this man touching me up, this man robbing me, getting brata? People, at the end of the day, all's well or all's that's bad kind of ends up, well, not so well. At least they got the criminal off the road. At least they got a next gun. This man will have to deal with his experience through some sorts of therapy session. Don't know if this is going to work. I will let you know as soon as I get some more information. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news is based off an incident that took place in a Old Harbour gutters, that is in St. Catherine to be specific. The Charlie Chaplin silent video that you see playing in the background, edited version of course. Based on information, it is said that a stepson joke up him stepfather 4 times, 2 times in the neck, 1 time in the face, and the next time over the body. Now, people, I am not the greatest counts. I am good at maths. The amount of joke where a man get, it look like 4 times 10, maybe about 40 or so. But I am not the investigators. Based on information, it is said that the stepson and the stepfather had a little dispute at the house. So the stepson decides him knows the stepfather is like a bar fly. Him always there at the bar. I play poker box and everything like that, drinking, sipping on some scissor, J-Ray and nephew. He decided that while everybody was there at the bar, as soon as the stepfather walked past him, he would rush the stepfather with the kitchen utensil and lend him a couple in him face, in him neck, in him upper torso. Now, people, when we hear stuff like this, I should not say we would be surprised, because the fact is that it seems as if any sorts of card can play in a Jamaica, any combination of violence, whether it is sister versus sister, brother versus sister, brother versus brother. You get the points. Don't know if this man was his way of showing his disapproval to his mother that, you know, say, me not really like the stepfather. But I am sure that they could have come up with some other amicable way of them solving their dispute. But we've come to the realization that in a Jamaica, it seems as if violence is the way that most things are solved. Good thing is that, well, not good, is that the stepson is in the custody for joking up his stepfather. Look like him almost take out the father. Father is admitted in a hospital in a serious critical condition. I will let you know if there's any sorts of updates. Sad state of affairs in Jamaica. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news is an update about a viral video that has been making its round all over social media, where it is seen that a licensed firearm holder in a some sorts of verbal altercation turned physical wheel and pop off and blaze up some can in a 57-year-old man identified as Norris Farquharson, that is in Tavern Avenue, that is in Papine. Now when that incident occurred, people are say, this is definitely called BLOODED takeaway, because this man was chasing that man and then him blaze him up and then him claims that the man wheel and pop off a knife at him and rush him. There was no sorts of evidence of that scene in the video. So people are wonder what could have take place. Some people are saying that this man worked for JPS and him come to disconnect the light of that man that was throwing up line. No such evidence to substantiate those claims. Well, maybe about 24 hours ago or so, somebody contacted me that is close to the incident, close to the family, close to the situation, and them say, you know, say the man will get caught up. Used to rent a place from the licensed firearm holder, but he got evicted by the licensed firearm holder, and he came back and he vandalized the licensed firearm holder vehicle and property. As a matter of fact, the man that was caught up even went to the police station and tell the police them, say, listen, you know, say the gun illegal, I want to go for the gun. Don't know if you knew that the gun was legal. Story kind of sound iffy based on the information. Not to say that the information is not credible, but just to say something sound 100%. So maybe he thought that the police went, based on the conversation that I had with persons close to the situation, Maybe he thought that the police went and go and take away the man gun that he thought was illegal. So him go back again and here say him juke up the man tire, vandalize the man vehicle after he was evicted by that same man, based on the story that I am hearing. So I say to that person, you know, sir, even if all of what you're saying is true, based on just that video evidence, the fact that him chased the man was no longer in his yard, the man was running away, whether the man did a crime, whether the man vandalized it, that licensed firearm holder should have taken it to the law, make the police and the court deal with it. The fact that him run down the man, even if the man vandalized him property, even if he had evicted the man and tell the man, don't come back on the property, don't come back to the house, and the man kind of arduous. Can't understand a man, 57-year-old, meaning the victim, the person that got caught up and lost his life. Could I be so stubborn or could I be so foolish? So I said to that person, you know, under the Firearm Act, not the amended one before, even if you as a police, even if you're a licensed firearm holder and you use that firearm which was legal in an illegal way, that firearm becomes illegal. That action becomes illegal. For that firearm, it is a minimum mandatory 15 years, the least that you can get, no judge's discretion, no prosecution discretion, no lawyer can beg for you. You're going to get 15 years off of the rip, off of the bat. So the person say, yeah, but the man come in house and vandalize it, people. The sad state of affair is that even in America, even in Jamaica, if somebody come and vandalize your house, while they were vandalizing your house, in the middle of the house, and then you can't them because you're in fear of your life. Once that person leaves that premises, sad to let you know, and then you then chase that person was not posing any danger to you. That person did not attack you after you run them down. You initiated the attack. You was seen as the aggressor. Even if the man was the aggressor at the start, your life was no longer in danger. So therefore, you pretty much take out the man, even if the man was a vandal, vandalize a place, even if the man attacked you in your house. The fact that you got away and the fact that the man was running away for his life after threatening your life, if he did, it makes it illegal. So I told that person, listen, this man is he's going to lose his firearm without a shadow of a doubt. He is going to get at least 15 years for that. And he's also going to get 15 or 20 or life for manslaughter or, well, not attempted because the man is definitely gone. I know of a case where a man lies a firearm holder. A man lick him vehicle. Him pull over the man say, I'm go park, the man drive up the street and then take off. Him then start chase. That man that lick his vehicle and said he was going to get the paperwork, documentation, license, registration, fitness rate. In commission of chasing that man, him blaze up some can. That man that hit the man vehicle was wrong, then went to the police station and filed a report, say a man almost killed him with a tool. Him never tell the police him lit the man vehicle and was supposed to go for the paperwork. The licensed firearm holder then, sillily, after thinking about it, went to the police station and tell them, say, a man lick him vehicle and run. I guess he never told him that him fire some corner for the man. The police then did put 2 and 2 together. Arrested that man. That man have diabetes. That man have all sorts of physical ailment. That man was about 6 years old or so. That man got at least 15 years, lost his firearm, lost his freedom. All because somebody licked him. So therefore, it is not the person that initiated the FUCKRY. Sometimes it is the person that retaliates. Even in the NFL, even at the NBA, you notice that the person that start the fight is the one that retaliate and rush and feel as if he is or she is defending themselves. is the person that gets kicked out of the game. Moral of the story, know the game that you play, know the rules, play by the rules appropriately, point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it is called cock mouth kills cock, rewind, chicken head mouth kills chicken head. This lady literally put her foot in her mouth. I am speaking about a young lady, 20-something-year-old, early 20s, Dana Warren, that was arrested by the police after Thickman Loban had lost his life. She made a post on social media and threatening the police what she's going to do. Rete, Thickman are done. Rete, lele, blue, blah, bling. It seems as if, well, it's not seems as if, the police got wind of the video and the police did their due diligence, found out where she was hiding, went for her and dig her out of her little hole. She has been on hold in the custody of the police ever since. We saw that the judge ordered that a psychological evaluation was done on her to see if she have sense or head no good or whatever the circumstances is. She has been in the custody of the police ever since. Well, people, it seems as if she went to court and it seems as if the judge find that she is to pay 900,000, 100,000 short of $1 million or a term of 4 months imprisonment. So therefore, she gets a little time to pay this money or else the option is she go rub 4 months, maybe have to do about 2 months out of the 4 months or so, based on the present prison situation in Jamaica. Now, people, when you see this lady situation, it is obvious that the police is trying to send a strong message to people like this. If you decide you want to take the part of the criminals, you are going to end up in the same predicament as them, up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. The police definitely take this personal, and the judge definitely take this personal, because we see in this case, she not get no bail, and then she gets 900,000 fine. So based on all the cases that we've seen on social media with people that run off their mouth, dissing the police, threatening the police, I think that this is the most severe case that I've seen, because most of the time, the people them get bail, them just put out a simple apology and then it gone like that, gone with the wind. But it seems as if the police and the judge, the system, want to send a strong message for those of you aspiring criminal elements that like to support, facilitate criminals, that if you think you're bad, step a foot and get shook. I wonder if all these people that are always backing these people are going to come together and put together that 900,000 that is going to get this girl out of her prison sentence. I doubt it very much. So the moral of the story is this: be very careful what you say. The things that you do come back and haunt you. The things that you say can also haunt you. Do not put your foot in your mouth. Watch where you step. Point blank and period.
The shipment, there were 233 firearms. That is more than a company. That can equip more than a company of soldiers.
To our Jamaicans overseas and those who are here collaborating in the importation of illegal weapons, we will find them and we will find you. And I believe that this point must be driven home to all those who are of a criminal intent.
So far this year, or only 5 months in the year, we are 83% of the total figure for last year. And these are not only by large seizures like this. This is actually police facing people in the communities and disarming gang members in communities. And so the work, these are the manifestation of what is happening by our men and women out there on the street.
So the next thing that is popping in the news is that we see that your Prime Minister Andrew Holness is elated. He is in celebratory mode. And this is after the world governing body said that Jamaica had 40-something% reduction in the takeaway of life since 2024 Fast forward 2025. I think it was about 43 persons per 10,000 or something, don't quote me. It is now 23 persons per 10,000 people, whatever index that they use. 40-something% reduction. And we saw that a lot of the police officers, top superintendent, ACP, DCP, them come out and say, in a specific trouble area, 60% 70% in a murder. So people, we see that Jamaica is doing good. We see that Jamaica is a safer place to live. Not to say that it is completely safe, because a lot of these places, anything can break out like sword, them coming like volcano, them dormant today and erupt tomorrow. We saw that even the travel advisory that was placed on Jamaica, I think it was a 3 and it was reduced or better to a 2 right now. So the United States relevant authority is saying that Jamaica is a safer place for Americans to travel to. Now we see, since Dr. Kevin Blake is the Commissioner of Police, we see that things kind of drastically reduce. We see that Jamaica is getting better. We see that these criminal elements, they are running and they are hiding. Everybody are ball, so the police are take them out in the comma. Say it seems that the police takeaway is more rampant than last year, whatever the case is. And we saw that Dr. Blake, him come out and him say, when he was asked by a journalist that, does the JCF have a dead squad that is taking out person? And he said some stuff. I wanted to take a listen, take a look at exactly what Dr. Blake had to say. Edited version.
We just have a seizure of 233 weapons, over 40,000 rounds of ammunition and counting. I don't know what we think those things were for. This is what my men and women are up against every single day. Every single day. We have a country where year after year we have over 1,000 people murdered on our streets. These are the guys with the brains that tell them that it is good to murder someone on camera in broad daylight. These are the same guys using the same brain when we tell them, if we are coming for you, lay your weapons down. But it surprised some of us sometimes that these persons would not turn their weapons against the police force, members of the security force. And so I find it difficult for us not to understand what is logical and quickly push something that is as illogical as that. With the level of oversight that exists within the JCF, even if we had the intention of doing what some people say we would do, and when you look at the results of these investigations, then it's either those oversight bodies not doing their job, or the situation that is painted is not exactly as it is.
So people, you heard what the commissioner said. That was about 2 minutes long, however, edited version. I also wanted to take a look at exactly what your Prime Minister Andrew Holness had to say as it pertains to reduction in the takeaway of about 40-something%. And then I'll give my piece.
In 2016, our national murder rate, which is the number of murders per 100,000, stood at somewhere in the region of about 49.6 murders per 100,000 Jamaicans. A figure that was deeply troubling and which placed us in the category of one of the highest murder rates globally. Today, I can report that based on the year-to-date data, Jamaica is seeing a 43% reduction in murders. In other words, we are 43% less murders today than we were last year.
So people, you heard what the commissioner had to say and you heard what your Prime Minister had to say. Unless we are dumb and blind or in denial or not objective, we would not agree with what both persons are saying. We see the criminals, them are drop like fly. We see whenever the police go for them, it usually ends up in a fatal arrest, meaning that they are taken to the afterlife. The truth and the fact is that, yes, it seems as if the police, there's an unwritten statement, unwritten vow that whenever we go for these people, we are not going to take them through the long, tedious justice system, give them bail, make them go to court, make them come out on bail and do the same FUCKRY. We are going to nip it. And we see that the Prime Minister taught the truth, and the truth are out there. It is scientifically, statistically evidence that yes, crime is reducing, the takeaway is reducing, and these people are scared, they are shook. Not to say that it is not bad, but because it has been so bad that even when it gets much better, 50-60%, it is as if we don't really notice it, because every day we get up and hear the same all-ish in the news in our real life. However, it is good that it is trending in a positive way. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.